last year. And everyone in Tigerland concedes they have some work to do in the defensive aspect of their game. Carlton, good takeaway. Scotland with twinkle toes puts the Blues deep into the 50. O'Halpin, McGraw brings him down. And Connors mops it up for Richmond. And he's been busy, Tom Hislop, the former Bomber. Came to Essendon from the northwest coast of Tassie. Finds Nahas. Almost presented McLean with an interception. Jackson, though, back towards Nahas, but they're doing it under pressure now. Nahas fights on. Tambling and Jackson help him out, but Carlton continue to turn the screw. Gibbs goes back after giving it up. And it might be Carlton's ball yet. Anderson got himself out of bother after fumbling at the first attempt. Betts and Edwards. Been a great contest. Betts wins this one. Yarran, right then left. Clever. Simpson. Gibbs from 70 out. Goes for O'Halpin. The Irishman couldn't pick it up. McGraw leads him to it. O'Halpin fights back. Didn't go the left footer. Betts over the top. Cruiser got the hands on it. Couldn't hang on. Betts gets the goal. Carlton get their 9th, and the lead is out to 29 points.
Eddie Betts, 6 disposals, and now his second goal. You just cannot keep him out of the game. And young Mitch Farmer, he's got his work cut out for him tonight. But look, you see, I like Kelmore and I like the tall defenders, but it's the smalls there that have got to keep up and make that second effort to not allow that Connors trailing in there. Cruz has been influential all night, and Eddie Betts, second, third efforts. That boxing's worked for him over the summer, Wolsey.
Well, he had a terrific year last year, Matty.
Oh, he's been good, but he got to kick up the backside over summer, and he looked very fit.
Well, I think all of those Carlton players who got into a bit of strife just on Christmas have set themselves to have big seasons, answer in the only way that they can, and that is by performing well. But what we've also seen with Eddie Betts is that he can win contests. He can beat an opponent one out.
Blues lead by 9, 5 goals now. On the bottom of all that is Thompson. And there's Nahas. Hunting in packs at the moment. The Blues, Anderson gets bowled over. A little bit of soccer play by Revolt. And Joseph sees it safely over the line.
And Eddie Betts winning contest. Here's another example of it. This was the lead up to the goal. Just bodied himself, brought it down with one hand, and look at him hurry back, scamper back towards the goals.
Warnock, little toe poke kick. McLean didn't take his eyes off the footy and won it in the end. That's good effort from Brock McLean, and a nice crisp handball too to Robinson. The Blues away again here. Yes, they are. They're running rampant through the middle. Murphy's got options everywhere. Draws the player, dishes off. Yarran for goal.
Oh,
great by Carlton.
Now, I've got a question for you.
Good stooge, good stooge.
I've got a question for Matty Lloyd. If you had been Eddie Betts, do you mark it?
Yeah, you act like you didn't know whether you're in front of the points or the goals in your market, Rob.
Well, Matty Lloyd, I've got a question for you. You're Eddie Betts. You're in the goal square. Eddie lets it go over his head. What's Matty Lloyd
He got it wrong. He should have acted like he was in front of the points and marked it and said, I didn't know. I didn't know, Chris.
Was he thinking about it, or was he just stooging us all?
He was thinking about it.
Blues have really grabbed control again after surrendering it for half of the opening quarter. Here's Waite receiving from Jamison. Henderson was leading solidly. Murphy's been outstanding. He's been the star. Houlihan stolen by Jackson. Moore. And now McGraw. And this time the Tigers come away. Delidio kicked a wonderful goal and led Richmond's revival, I thought, in the opening term. Rewald off Joseph's hands to Nahas. The goal unguarded, but the kick was very wide.
Carlton's movement through the centre of the ground has been sensational tonight. There've been players linking up. They're just working harder than the Tigers.
And again, no Richmond ruckman there.
Good result for Richmond as it missed completely. Cousins a chance. Should do it from there. He doesn't. It's a bad miss.
Yeah, it's a good point, Rob. It's been it's a terrible move by Damien Hardwick or poor communication. What do you think would be? It'd have to be getting the forwards to take the ruck cap out, you think?
Well, I just think Vickery, who's rucking at the moment, he should make an effort to get down there. He had to run 100 metres, but so too did Cruiser. Cruiser ran hard. Vickery didn't.
Bauer kicks in the Cruiser direction and all too easy in the end.
2-on-1 there. There's one Richmond player asleep again.
Cruiser long, looking for Henderson. That's a good, strong mark taken by Jackson. Stood his ground nicely to Cochin. And high tackle, a little bit lucky there. It was Thompson, but he'll get the free kick.
Where you are now?
Thompson goes long to a contest. 2-on-1 in favour of the Blues. Revolt can't control it. And Hislop's on the bottom of all that. And a bounce, 45 out from Richmond's goal.
Clearances being dominated by the Blues. Last 11 clearances, 9 to Carlton.
Blues by 35. Richmond desperate for a goal. Again, Riewoldt waited and hoped he could steal Cruiser's knock. But they're not going to win a lot of footy doing that. Carazzo to Cruiser, who is really imposing himself. Scotland just did enough. Tambling, well tackled by Simpson. And Carlton applying good pressure. Forcing a ball up. There's a holding the ball. Last man down. Not trying to get it out. That was Cade Simpson.
Any attempt to Cade. You went to ground with your hands free. Back to him now.
Galidio's ball for Richmond.
A thumping kick, Galidio. I reckon he could make the distance here. Probably their best long kick in the side.
Man on the mark. 51 or 2 out. Need to be a 60-metre kick, but that can be done. Plenty of altitude. Might have lost a bit of distance. Cruiser the spoil and Scotland to collect. He goes wide, but he had nothing to go to. And Connors gets there, getting a bit of the footy. Wastes no time. Riewoldt under it, and he's got it, but in a very difficult spot. It wasn't a great kick from Connors, but Riewoldt, the only one really to read the drop. Bend it back.
He's very good at these on the left.
Just got too much of it, put it across the face, so it's a behind. More players would use the banana kick, wouldn't they, these days? I mean, they execute it so well that it almost becomes the easier shot than the old torpedo.
They would, Tim, and not many like to go on their non-preferred where Jack did then.
Russell kicks to Scotland.
Just on the clearances, Rob, you'd have to say that it's due to Richmond not having a ruckman in their forward 50.
Yeah, well, that's right. They virtually concede the hit out, and Carlton's numbers sweep it out so easily.
Anderson.
It's not like they've only got the one ruckman either. They've got Simmons and they've got Vickery, so both of them should work their butts off when they're actually in the ruck.
Well, the Blues have had 70 more possessions. Look at the marks, 53 to 17.
Gee, Gibbs did well there to keep his feet in that collision.
Back to Thornton. Looking for weight. And did he mark it inside the boundary line? Yep. Or no? It's out on the full. Free kick to Richmond.
Well, I think the boundary umpire's confused everyone. The boundary umpire said out of bounds, and then he's gone back and indicated that's where the mark is and run towards the Carlton goal. So I think the boundary umpire got a little confused.
Didn't take you long, Rob. 12 minutes 43, second quarter, opening game.
I notice you've refrained from mentioning their sponsor so far, Rob. I wonder how long that'll last. Here's Cousins. Now Richmond build from defence.